Today I'm using a 24 by 36 Arteza pre-primed economy canvas, and quite frankly the primer is a little bit deeper than the white and not extremely heavy. Not impressed that much. I use Owatrol Easy Flow, which I think is a very good quality paint conditioner made for latex paints or acrylics as we use them for. It is a European company, and you have to purchase the Easy Flow either straight from the Owatrol website or from Amazon. It is a little bit harder to find, but it's extremely good quality and it self-levels very well. It is good quality product. It's going to be mixed 1-to-1 ratio with my paint, and I'm going to be using DecoArt's paints today. Americana. Squeeze bottle has the white, titanium white, mixed 1-to-1 ratio with Owatrol. And there is no silicone in the white or in my black. I do not add any water to the squeeze bottle. There is water added to the larger white bottle, which will be on the canvas. This is my black, lamp black. And there's no silicone in this as well. Everything else will. This is cadmium yellow. One-to-one ratio, Owatrol to DecoArt, and then a drop of spot-on treadmill lubricant per ounce of paint mixture. So if I use 2 ounces of DecoArt from the bottle, and then I'm going to use 2 ounces of Owatrol, mix it up, and it generally does not need to have water added to it. I like the paints a little thicker in the squeeze bottles, and the silicone is added, and then I take it from the cup and put it into the squeeze bottles and store it indefinitely. It lasts for quite a long time, and I add to it as I use it up. And there's a cup to put the little screw-on lids for your squeeze bottles. Some people have a hard time keeping up with them, and so I just suggest putting them in a little cup. Bright orange. Primary magenta, which is a premium color and in a tube, and you do need to add a little bit of water to that. You want your consistency of pouring off your stick in your cup when you're mixing it like honey. This is dioxazine purple. Bright blue. I'm sorry, that was ultra blue deep, and this is bright blue. Sour apple. Festive green. And I don't shake it like a ton. You don't want a ton of air bubbles in it, but you do shake it up, and that causes the cells to form and the lacing. Festive green. Or that might be the peacock teal. That's the color I mix with their peacock teal color, and add some ultra blue deep and a darker green like evergreen or forest green to make it deeper. Desert turquoise. Sweet Mint. Check to see, make sure that's the right color name. Sweet Mint. Purple Rain. Carousel Pink. Most of my colors are now in the icing bottles that have the screw-on lids, but I do have a couple that are still in the smaller bottles. That's Baby Pink. So these are the DecoArt Americana acrylic paints in the 2-ounce bottles. And I use 1:1 ratio of DecoArt with Owatrol. And you know, sometimes you can mix more than 2 ounces if you have more than one bottle, but you just mix the same ratio of paint to Owatrol, and then you add your silicone. So if you have 4 ounces of Owatrol and 4 ounces of paint, then you have 8 ounces. Then you're going to put 8 drops of silicone into your cup and mix it up, and then transfer it to your squeeze bottle, and that will fill it up totally. But I'll usually use it until it's almost empty, and then I'll just mix up some more paint and add to it on a kind of on a constant basis as I use it. And there's True Red. So just getting everything out of the way and preparing to put on a coat of the white mixture that's in the drink bottle. It does have a little water added to it, so it's a little bit more fluid. I do like to wear gloves just to protect my hands, even though you don't have a lot of tilting or anything like that to get paint on your hands. You do have to wipe off your tools constantly after each swipe, and it's just easier to have your hands covered. Again, this has no silicone in it, and I'm going to put on a light layer of this white over the whole canvas, totally covering it, just to give a little bit more fluid feel for the paint to glide on. And this is a pool trowel. It is listed in my Amazon link below all my videos. I am an Amazon affiliate, and I do get a little percentage of sales, but you still get the regular Amazon prices. Those are, you know, paint scraping tools, which also I have a link, and you can find them at most hardware stores, and an old store card there. And I also have my skewer and straw that I always keep on hand. They're always around. I never know what I'm going to use. So the next bit is just putting the white on the canvas. You don't have a lot of excess paint with this swiping technique, or I'm going to make it a little bit more abstract today, but you're not going to have a lot of excess paint that you're going to lose off of your canvas. That's the beauty of using paint in your squeeze bottles for this type of technique. You will pretty much keep everything that you use on the canvas. Very little is wiped off. You know, occasionally I mess up and I'll have to scrape something off, but for the most part you are using your paint well for the purpose of the art. Make sure to get your white spread out to all the edges. Make sure all the edges and corners are covered. And you do want to go ahead and take the paint over the sides because, like I said, this canvas was not primed really well with a really bright white. So you need to make it fairly uniform. And I like for white to be on the edges as well. It's not one of those paintings where you tilt like a typical acrylic pour, but you do have a design that may flow off of the canvas in certain areas, and so you want that white to be on your sides of your canvas as well, so that the whatever drips go over the edge or whatever will be on top of the same white that you have on the surface of your canvas. Also, after it levels out pretty well, and with a swiping type piece of artwork, it dries fairly quickly. Definitely by the next day you've got a dry piece, but usually it dries by the end of the day. And you can even go back and touch up your white. I just use the same white mixture that I have in the bottle, and then you're guaranteed to have your whites match the same. And if you use the white that has the little bit of the Owatrol in it, it will level out just like it did when you scraped it on the canvas originally. This video originally had me talking in the video, but I didn't have my microphone on that day, and so the video, besides me using an older software editing program which was causing some lines across the screen, I'm switched to a different editing program, and it's been quite a challenge to get the audio to sync with the video. I'm having an issue with that, and so I'm doing the voiceover on this video, and hopefully it turns out okay. If you like this type of video with the voiceover, just let me know what you think of that format. But I can wear my microphone in the future. I just had a very poor sound on this video, so that is why I am speaking over the video. Many, many hours go into filming and editing these videos for you, so and I'm not very technologically gifted. My husband is an IT guy, fortunately, but it's quite challenging for me as an artist. I just want to paint and not be involved with the technical part, but I've got to be able to explain to you what I'm doing so that you can learn from what I'm doing, and also learn from my mistakes as well, which you will see in the rest of the video, that there's some areas that I have to scrape off and change, because it's like life, it just doesn't always go perfectly, and sometimes you change your mind or have an issue that you want to remove it and redo it again. So I forgot to mention alizarin crimson. I'm showing you the bottle, but I ended up not really using that in the overall painting. So all the caps are in one little bathroom cup, 3 to 5 ounce cup. So you have all your lids in one place. And I am just kind of thinking about what I want to do, how I want to start, but I don't generally start my paintings with a specific idea. I've had a few requests where I painted a butterfly and things like that, but typically overall I like to start one of these type of paintings kind of with an open mind and just kind of freestyle it and let my creativity flow. And if your bottle gets stopped up, as you will see that I have to stop a time or two, sometimes the Owatrol or the paint might get clogged up in the nozzle, and you just remove it and put a toothpick through it, and that will open it back up, and then you can get back to business. I keep a lot of damp paper towels and things around to wipe my hands on, and to also be able to wipe off your tools each time you swipe. You want to clean your tool, because if you swipe and then you re-swipe again, you're going to take whatever colors that were on that tool and you're going to put it on top of what you're swiping, and you may not want that. So it's a good habit to just clean your tool off with each swipe that you do. So I hope you enjoy the rest of the video and enjoy kind of watching it transpire as I go. I really enjoyed it. I'm enjoying I love to do traditional acrylic pours, like dirty pours and things like that, but I still like to branch out and try to be a little bit more abstract and do it with a little bit more intention. I'm not painting a particular thing, I just am trying to control the paint a little bit more. I have a tendency to lean towards the warm colors against the cool colors, such as in this one I'm going to be using like reds, oranges, yellows, contrasting against bluish greens and blues, and the soft aqua colors. I really love those combinations, and you get the punch of the black against the white as well, and a little bit of that lacing and so forth that goes on. So I hope you enjoy it. So I'm just bringing you in for a close-up of some of the areas of the painting. It's one of my favorite areas there. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to tap the bell if you'd like to get notifications when I post new videos after you've subscribed.